What's up, everybody, and welcome in to another VR accessibility overview, and this one is of Mothergunship Forge. This is the VR version of the flat screen game Mothergunship. That is a pretty badass roguelite, if I do say so. I want to start this video off by saying I did get this as a review key to be able to test the game and provide you guys with information so you can confidently make a purchase decision on whether or not you want this game, whether or not it is going to be accessible to you. So, with that out of the way, let's get into it. The first thing I want to cover is going to be the analog sticks. Now, there is three methods of controller, of like movement and all that in this game, and we're gonna start with those. So the first one is just called none. None is all physical movement. So if you have to play seated either all the time like me, or occasionally, maybe you just use a break every now and again, this isn't most likely going to be the one that you choose, because it is all physically ducking, physically jumping to the sides and dodging everything and doing that. Then there is dash, which will let you use the left analog stick to dash to the left or to the right to dodge incoming fire. I do believe you still have to physically turn, but that is really it. So that one, I guess you could do that one while seated. And then the third, which is the one I was using, and probably the one that most of you would use if you play this game, which is free movement. Free movement, it's just how it sounds. That little circle, you guys are kind of seeing a yellow circle, that is the whole area you get to move around. Free movement, you move with the right stick, you turn with you move with the left stick, you turn with the right stick. You, however, cannot, at this current moment, you cannot flip that to move with the right stick and aim and turn with the left stick. So southpaw controls or left-handed controls, those are not in the game. So, normally I would be like, well, that's not good. But in this game, you legitimately only move within such a small area that I don't entirely have a problem with it. You still might, and if you do, then that is something to take into consideration when it comes to this game. I don't know how easy it would be to put that kind of option into a game, because I'm not a game dev, but if it could happen, that'd be awesome. Other than that, you use both arms. You legitimately get to choose what arm you put a weapon on, whether it be kind of a more melee weapon like that saw blade that you see me having right now on my right arm, or whether it be the rocket launcher or missile launcher that I have on my left arm with a thing full of jelly and a piece of toast. But yeah, that's beside the point. But you choose throughout the run. You'll get parts. You'll get a part that has so many sockets on it to start out with, and then you'll go from there, and you'll attach a weapon to it. You can put it on either arm. Whatever arm you put it on, that is the trigger that you use to shoot. So for me, that's perfect, because having to worry about the triggers being flipped, and so I can use the left one where I can fire a step quicker. Not having to worry about that. All I gotta do is slap the weapon onto my left arm, and voila, that's it. So for you as well, if that is something you need to worry about, or that you do worry about, there you go. Hopefully that solves at least that issue. And so, hopefully you should be good. Now, I do want to go on to arm movement. I just by default move my arms around quite a bit when I'm playing VR. Try not to smack my arm into anything. In this game, you don't, depending on what you get in a run, it is really going to be dependent on what you get in a run. If you get something like the it's kind of like a minigun attachment, or if you get, I guess in a way, even the missile launcher attachment, or anything else like that, attach it to one of your arms, you could pretty much just move your wrist to be able to aim it. You don't even got to worry. It's stuff like the saw blade that you see where you kind of have to put it in a certain direction, because then if an enemy runs into it, it knocks them back. Another one is that if you hold in either of the grip triggers, so the one that your middle finger usually goes on, you charge up your fist, and you have to make a punch motion, and that will usually sometimes even one hit an enemy, which is really cool. It feels good when that happens, but it's not something that you necessarily have to use. So if you cannot move your arms that much, it's not something you need to worry about. You have unlimited ammo, so or at least I think you do. I never noticed running out of ammo, and I pretty much just held the thing down the whole time. You can see there I'm swapping around. I'm like rotating sockets and rotating my weapons, because I end up putting my shield on the front of my left arm so that I can use it for cover. And do you have to do that? No, but you can. Again, it really just depends on what you get in a run. And yeah, you just kind of go from there. So you could go from needing full arm movement to needing next to none, depending on what you get. So keep that in mind. If you don't know for sure, keep it in mind. I'm assuming if you're playing this game, and I didn't say this at the beginning of the video, and I should have, but this game is available on both Steam and on the Quest store for, I believe, both the Quest 1 and 2, or at least the Quest 2. I am playing the Quest version right now that you were seeing. If you were playing this game on Steam, you could always probably use something like walk-in VR to make it to where you don't even need as much arm movement, potentially. I don't know. Again, since I'm playing the Quest version, I have no idea. But I'm gonna be saying keep that in mind quite a bit, but keep that in mind. Have we mentioned, oh yeah, the subtitles. This game has subtitles. This game has voice acting. If maybe you're a little bit hard of hearing with VR, or you don't have headphones and you gotta keep the volume down because it's like late, or someone's sleeping next to you or something, there are subtitles. You can also make the subtitles bigger, and you can also reposition them. So if you don't see the best or anything like that, you have glasses like me, you can do that to make it so you can see them, and it's great. That's a good addition. I wish we would see that in more games, honestly, being able to make them bigger and reposition them, because that's a needed thing. And I believe the last thing I'm going to really talk about is the colorblind mode that isn't in the game. There are no colorblind modes in this game, so if that is something you need, I'm sorry if you had interest in this game, but as far as I could see, maybe I somehow completely passed it. I hope not. I hope I just did, pass right through it and it's actually in the game. If it is, that's amazing, but I genuinely think it's not there. This game is very colorful, so I don't entirely know how they could do it, but I don't know. Again, just keep everything in mind. That is really kind of gonna be the end. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. The quick notes and a clickable, tappable link to this video, if you know anybody who may need it, will all be on DewdyDoes.com, the VR accessibility website that I run. I put notes and links and all that to games that I play and test. This will be on there whenever you are watching this video. Those notes and all that are already on that website. So go there. If you see any other game, look in both PC VR and Quest sections, because if it's not in one, there's always a chance that it's going to be in the other one, because I do test on both. I test different games on either one. So always be checking, and thank you again for the review key. Thank you to you for checking out this video, and I will see y'all next time. Alright, peace out.